Donald Trump yesterday shocked me. Shocked the world, not me, shocked the world. Donald Trump is so, and I hate to put it this way, but I have to. I usually don't use these words like this, but Donald Trump is really dumb. Donald Trump thought he was saying something great yesterday when he actually said, one, why would these people want to move back to this land that were destroyed? I want to set the picture up. There is Donald Trump on a podium with Benjamin Netanyahu. I want to let you guys see what the rest of the world saw. First, I'm going to tell you, Donald Trump says we need to clear out all the rubble out of Gaza because that's a hellified place to live. There are unexploded bombs and people. I mean, it is just a ratchet place for people to live. Why would anybody want to go back to Gaza? Why would anybody want to do that? It's ridiculous. What we need to do is Egypt and Jordan need to take all these Palestinians, and then we turn the Gaza Strip. The Americans will take over the Gaza Strip and own it. Yeah, we will own the Gaza Strip. I don't know. Netanyahu is looking there very suspiciously, right? We will own the Gaza Strip and we'll create the Middle East Riviera. And Donald Trump think he was saying something sensible. Number one, he wants to know why people want to return to the land. Why do Jewish people want to return to the Garden of Eden? Why do the indigenous folks? There's an attachment to where you've been, where you grew up. I mean, why do people? It is something that Donald Trump doesn't have the ability to feel. He is an empty vessel, an empty character. He cannot see that these people that have lived in this land for centuries, for millennia, they don't want to go and move into Jordan. They don't want to go and move into Egypt. They want Palestine, where their families and their families grew up. That's what they want. You know, that is almost like after we've been here for 300 years in America, after having taken the land from the indigenous people, how do you feel if somebody tells you, leave Arkansas, leave North Dakota, like you told the indigenous folks to leave? You know how difficult that is, that attachment? And then to come in and say, and you're going to turn it into the Riviera for the privilege to be able to take advantage of. So that's problem number one. That problem is a philosophical problem, a moral problem there. But the second thing that I saw, as I saw the war criminal Benjamin Netanyahu standing next to the convicted felon Donald Trump. It's amazing, right? A war criminal next to a convicted felon. As I saw them standing next to each other, all I could think of is, my God, that is a terrible scene. We look at the guy who blew up all those buildings, Netanyahu, who killed the 40,000 plus Palestinians, standing next to the president of the United States. The president is saying that place is a mess. It's all bombed out. Standing next to the guy who bombed it out. But here's the worst case. Using the bombs that we, the people of America, created and that Biden allowed to be used to create a genocide. Do you understand that picture that was standing there? Do you understand what the rest of the world saw? While we were taught to look at that and to look at people as the other, do you know what people in the Middle East saw? Do you know what people in Panama saw? Do you know what people in Costa Rica saw? Do you know what people in Dominican Republic saw? Do you know what the Cubans saw? Do you know what every place where America went in and bombed the smithereens out of? Do you know what they saw? Do you know the memories that brought back? When I saw that picture of Netanyahu, the war criminal who blew the Gaza up into smithereens, and I look at Panama and I look at Chorrillo and what The United States bombed out Chorrillo, bombed out Colón, bombed out parts of San. I mean, when I see the picture, that's what the rest of the world sees. It's not that they hate us because they don't want our freedom. It has nothing to do with freedom. It's they hate what you have done to my people over and over and over again. Dead people, maimed people, people who've lost their eyes, their arms, and you have a suited war criminal standing next to a convict talking about creating the Riviera out of the blood, the bones of innocent children, innocent women, innocent men, the blood, the bones of that are under those buildings right now. Do you get the picture? Do you see what the rest of the world sees? And please, I have sympathy for my Jewish brothers and sisters who were murdered in a terrorist attack. 1,200 murdered. But then Netanyahu used that as an excuse to create a genocide. And then Donald Trump, after that genocide was created, after that place was bombed out, Donald Trump comes out like, why would they want to go back? After all, it's all bombed out. Standing next to the man who bombed it out. Standing next to the man who effected a genocide. Two criminals on the stage. That's what the rest of the world saw. Folks, we are in a very bad place. And with that picture that's around the world now, every American's traveling around the world is in danger. Every American traveling around the world is in danger. Hell, every American sitting here in the United States, there are wackos out there that are going to say, wait a minute. So you look at the genocide that occurred in Gaza and you don't think it's bad? Folks, we have to smarten up and understand what is going on out there. We have got to smarten up. When I saw what happened, when I looked at that stage, my belly turned, my stomach churned. All I saw was memories of Chorrillo burning. Chorrillo ardió como Berlín. That is a song by Rubén Blades, the great Panamanian singer who acted on Saint Elsewhere, one of the medical programs here, Panamanian. And even as he came and he remembered that Chorrillo ardió, it burned. Gaza ardió. Folks, I wish more of us could have the empathy to understand what that picture yesterday with Netanyahu standing next to Trump, a convicted felon next to a war criminal. That is the picture centered around the world.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number one, subscribe to our channel. And number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.